Hi, my name is Irena Sporer, and I'm very proud that I could represent my company Croz and my country Croatia on this year's PMO of the Year award. Croatia is a small Mediterranean country of only 4 million citizens at the crossroads of Central and Southeast Europe on the Adriatic Sea. Our company Croz is situated in Zagreb, which is the capital of Croatia, but we have another office in Croatia and more offices in other European countries as Slovenia, Netherlands, Serbia and England, but also we have an office in the USA. We have more than 230 employees, so in Croatian scale, we are perceived as a medium-sized IT company. Our services include turnkey projects or professional services, including education, consulting, and implementation in certain segments. The main areas of expertise include custom software development, consulting. We would highlight the use of agile methodology, DevOps concepts, microservices, and enterprise architecture. Then there is business analytics, data warehouse and business intelligence system, big data, and advanced analytics. Mainframe services, system integration and consulting, but also testing services, not only testing tools and functional testing, but there is performance and security testing also. We have covered the whole enterprise ecosystem, financial sector, telco, government, and insurance. Our company structure is project-based, so we have a directive form of project management office with high degree of project control and business impact, and it is subordinated to the management of the board. Croz is founded 15 years ago and has been recognized for its outstanding service, high-quality standards, and passionate employees capable of successfully completing very demanding and challenging projects. Over the years, our team has managed to build and capitalize on waves of technology at the right moment. This kind of reputation indicates the acceptance of technological risks, but also all the advantages that new technologies can bring to our clients. Our experts have repeatedly tested these technologies and gained extensive experience in practice, as well as in successfully implementing new technological solutions in user environments. Therefore, the driving force behind the deployment of technologies is not the technology itself, but rather technology has to yield a substantial business value to our company and, of course, to our clients. We are recognized as an attractive employer, especially within the population of the computer science students, owing to our excellent education program, interesting projects, and challenging technologies, and our dedication to constant progress in all aspects. As a company, we are perceived as diverse and cross-functional. We have brilliant software engineers, architects, consultants, testers, analysts, infrastructure experts, and project managers. We are very successful in being able to cover all aspects of our customers' projects. We are always on the edge of the technology, and we are able to identify and capitalize on technological waves at the right moment. So all of that helped us to achieve sustainable organizational structure. It is not too shallow, but not too deep also, allowing us room to grow, ease of adoption and ability of share information efficiently. Project Management Office is a support for project managers. Efficient resource management, strategic decision support, and it's business driven. We are proud on our friendly and open vertical communication between employees and management, and also on professionalism and a strong team spirit within the company. We have more than 500 projects in 15 countries. financial sector, public sector, telco, and other. And we are recognized as a company that uses new technologies. As we've already mentioned, we have Enterprise Project Management Office of directive form with high degree of project control and business impact, and it's subordinated to the management board. So how did we start? It was in 2004. Our business model was basic. There were only 20 to 30 employees. Most of them were engineers, and all of them superb experts in their area. We had a small number of projects and 2 or 3 important clients. Everybody did everything. Our standards and processes were informal, we were flexible and adaptive. Our project delivery was successful because projects ended on time and on budget with high quality standards. Our customers were satisfied and our employees were motivated and engaged. For those first 2 years, everything went perfect. And then we started to grow. Successful projects earned us a reputation of a reliable business partner to our clients, capable of completing demanding and challenging projects. We have been recognized as a technology leader in several IT areas in this part of Europe. For 3 years in a row, Croz has been placed on Deloitte's list of 50 fastest growing technology companies in Central Europe as best place creation company. But rapid growth created a lot of organizational problems because we had more clients, more projects in different technologies and business areas. Our project managers were with different professional background and experience. So we knew that we have to implement some kind of systematic approach in order to avoid the emerging chaos. And yet we didn't want to lose our business agility and excellence. So during those 5 years, we have covered the whole business management with structured processes in controlled environment. We have implemented PMI methodology, we have introduced unified reporting on project level, overall performance management, we have defined and developed resource management, we have established PM coaching, mentoring and training program, finance auditing and control, and all processes and all procedures have been digitally supported. Now, when all processes were standardized and all procedures defined, overall company agility started to suffer. We began to have problems to deliver projects on time and on budget due to dynamic project environments and unpredictable circumstances. Scope management and problem-solving approach were the main issues, but even methodology itself created us problems in some cases. We started to have a lot of overtime to alleviate arising problems, but we were aware that this approach wasn't the right solution. A lot of overtime and especially high amount of administrative work made employees progressively unsatisfied. So we decided to raise our efficiency by improvement and simplification. We have customized and simplified our processes and procedures. We made further digital improvements. We have implemented data warehouse system with financial information from all relevant data sources. Tashi IT module for faster and easier time tracking and task management. Digital project charter and final report tailored to the type and size of the project. Unified reporting to project sponsors through a customized tool. Mandatory reports adjusted according to the size and importance of the project. But the main And the most important thing that we have done is introducing lean and agile approaches and principles, not only in development process, but also in the project management approach. For last 2 years, we have made further transition towards agile, automation, and business strategy alignment. We have begun with agile contracting and agile coaching for our clients. We began agile transformation of the entire organization. We divide projects into smaller pieces or project phases whenever possible. It has resulted with better scope and cost management, and we created cluster teams that we are going to explain later. What does it mean? We implemented strong project prioritization. We have designed target system that helped us to have better resource allocation, automatized CV creation, and better resource management overall. How is our project management office structured today? There are 4 main domains that are covered: project execution and delivery support, resource management, sound project governance, and strategic decision support. 7 people are actively involved in everyday work of our project management office. Besides our PMO director, there is a company board member, chief technology officer, 2 experienced project managers, and 3 PMO assistants. They are fully dedicated to monitor and control project compliance with established procedures and processes, and are helping our project managers in various tasks during project execution and delivery. Regarding resource management, we are taking care of assignment of project managers to the project, as we have established centralized project management pool. We are recruiting and hiring project managers, we are providing them trainings, coaching, and mentoring, and we are managing project resources. We are taking care of developing and improving standards and processes. We are managing dependencies across projects. Prioritization is very important, so we have created a project prioritization team that is taking care of that. We are taking care of compliance with regulations. We are doing financial project auditing. We are providing the targeted finance information, always simplifying and adapting processes and procedures according to our needs, and we are involved in strategy planning. The main objectives of so structured project management office are standardization, visibility, continuous improvement, and alignment to strategy. So we have defined and standardized our project management methodology. We have defined common processes and tools, unified overall project reporting. We have standardized required project documentation and defined training program, coaching and mentoring program. We are monitoring compliance with project management standards. monitor and control critical information, and we have defined estimation strategy. We are developing and improving our execution capabilities. We are encouraging to learn and to adapt. We are encouraging curiosity and innovation, and we are always striving for excellence. Regarding alignment to strategy, the first thing is customer alignment and satisfaction. Then we are trying to focus on the right projects, and that's why we are doing the prioritization and balancing between projects. We have to select matching methodology for every project. We are taking care of business alignment, choosing the right technology and fitting business area for every project, and we are taking care for decision support. As we have already mentioned, we have standardized all our project management processes during the years, but also we have customized them by several criteria. The main are contract type, project size, and ISO process. All processes are digitally supported, and very important, all of them have implemented approval mechanisms. So all our processes, like project initiation, project closing, onboarding process for team members, hiring process, education planning, and all the rest are digitally supported with implemented approval mechanism. All relevant information are available in near real time according to the user's permissions. We have data warehouse, business intelligence system, with all relevant financial data that help us to create progress reports, status reports, to make predictive analysis of our projects, and so on and so on. We have Tashi module for project tasks and time management. We have IPS module for project sponsor reporting, and also project repository where we put all important project documents that are available to our team members, of course, according to the permissions. But not only that, we have created PMO knowledge database, and we are using PMO business social network to share the knowledge between project managers, to share information, and to help them to do their work every day better. On the right side, you can see little monitors with snapshots of some of our IT solutions. Most of them we have developed in-house because we are not a big company, and we don't need too many functionalities. So we have chosen to customize even our IT solutions to our needs, because we didn't want to complicate life to our employees with big, complex, world-known solutions if we don't need all the functionalities they have. So we're dealing with project management processes for more than 10 years now, and we have learned some important things that helped us to make our business flow. So we can't control and standardize everything. The processes should be as simple as possible, and we don't have to cover low probability situations, because we have confidence in the responsibility and common sense of our employees. Standardized procedures and processes are customized to our needs are very important. But there are also some other things that are important for our organization and help us to have to do the business successfully. So let me present you our PMO communities. First, there is a line management community. As we are structured as fully project-based organizations, it means that people are dedicated to the current project, one or more, and team members don't have a steady home they could belong. That's why, along with the project-based organization, we have developed parallel line management network. And what does it mean? Every person in the company has her or his line manager that takes care of their interests, education, career path, financial parameters, gives a feedback about her or his work, and the most important, listen to the person. Line managers are often exceptional representatives of our company culture, so line management network is an efficient way of sharing this company culture. We invest a lot in different kinds of educations for line managers, but we have also created a line manager community, so they could exchange experiences, discuss approaches to various problems, help each other, recommend interesting articles, and so on. And of course, we have project management community. As we all know, project managers are the central points of every project organization. They constantly combat with everyday challenges and confront with different expectations. We have the client on the one side, the project team on the other side, and we shouldn't forget the project sponsor and the rest of the stakeholders. So sometimes project manager could feel as a lonely fighter. So in addition of standard PM trainings, coaching and mentoring programs, a series of activities and initiatives are being undertaken to strengthen our PM community. The most important one is our weekly meetings. So every Monday at 4 p.m. we have 1 hour for exchanging our knowledge and experience. Somebody could tell us what interesting has happened last week, who managed to do something extraordinary, or somebody has some big problem and needs help or advice. We are sharing new innovative approaches, propose new initiatives, and hang out with each other. As we have pointed before, our important objective is to provide alignment with the best practices and continually improve our services. So we would like to present you some improvements and innovations that we will deliver to the organization, generating effective results. And here is Tagi, an IT module that we have implemented for easier and more efficient resource management. The idea was originally born as our employees often complained that they're spending a lot of time for creating their CVs, as our clients sometimes requires to send the CVs of team members that will be involved to the project. So our employees, when creating CV, didn't know the right name of the project they were involved in, or description of the project, technologies, all technologies that were used, and so on and so on. As our project managers are obligated to create a project reference at the end of the project, they can't create a final report without it. We have in our IT system all required data about those projects. We know the name, we know the client, we know the dates, we know the short description, technologies, and everything. So we decided to to develop a new IT solution where all required data will be collected, so we can enable CV creation, draft version of course, on one click. And that's how our Tagi was born. But benefits of this system are greater than just CV creating, because now we have possibility to for better resource management, because we have possibility to search our employees according to technologies or business area and so on. So if, for example, for some project team we need I don't know, front-end developer in Angular or React, we can just search in Tagi all people that have experience in those technologies. Or we need somebody with experience in implementing core banking solution or something like that. We can see all people that have been involved in a project of implementation of core banking system. So how does it look like? Here you can see a snapshot from our Tagi, and you can see all the projects I've been in, not all, just first part of projects I've been involved in. There is a name of the project, the name of the client, dates, how many days I have spent on those projects, and if I go further, I could see the short description of the project, what technologies were used, what was my position, and so on. Besides all project information, we have also imported data about educational tutoring of every person, about formal education, about additional education, and so on. So here you can see that I've been lecturing PMI education for some of our clients. I can see also for what clients, how many people attended, what was the day, what were the dates, and so on. Then there is my additional education. In Tagi there is also imported my formal education and other relevant information about my professional career. So now, for our resource manager, it's easy to find out if we have clients requiring for some kind of education. It's easy to find out what person in a company has experience in some educational tutoring. And of course, there is automatized CV creation. That was original idea of this system. So on one click, I can just generate the draft version of my CV in Word, like that. And then, of course, I can update it. Really simple and easy. Over time, we have noticed that some of our development projects are costing us money instead of earning money, and are often the source of stress and employee dissatisfaction. This also impacted the quality of our delivery and customer satisfaction. With the help of our business intelligence system, we've noticed that the main cause of the efficiency and poor financial project state of those disputable projects was suboptimal estimation and budgeting process. After defining the problem, we've done the research by using relevant primary data sources, conducted interviews and focus groups, consulted senior managers and external consultants, and also advised available literature on the subject. Certain number of hypotheses were set, together with potential solution. Then we organized an action research designed to see if our findings and hypotheses were correct. On the right side of the slide, you can see compared data about estimated effort and actual effort on Yellow Bank project. And similar for a Blue Bank project. It was obvious that we were engaging our resources on tasks which are not defined properly, and that we were wasting a lot of effort working on something just to realize it was not something the customer wanted, and we were literally throwing a number of man-days of work in trash and doing it all over again. Due to lack of any kind of professional research on subject regarding the best practices in the Croatian IT industry, we have decided to try an action research designed to see if our findings and hypotheses were correct. We picked 2 pilot projects to test the actions and organizational changes we believed had to be done in order to solve the problem of our suboptimal estimation process and inadequate quality of delivered software. We had 2 hypotheses. First, that the requirement manager or business analyst role is crucial in the process of defining project scope, and that with stronger engagement of requirements manager or business analysts in our estimating process, we expect the process to improve and our estimations to be more accurate. And second hypothesis, with larger portion of project engagement of requirements manager or business analyst and tester role, we expect an increase of delivered software quality and consequently an increase in customer satisfaction. During experimental period, our HR, business analyst lead and project managers closely observed the effects of the actions taken and the results were excellent. On the right side, you can see compared estimated effort and actual effort for our pilot project on a green bank. And the second pilot project on financial agency. More details of our research and our pilot project you can find in supporting documentation. So, what we have been doing wrong in our estimating, planning and budgeting phase? Minimum effort planned for requirements management and business analysis. We were focusing only on estimation of development effort. We were planning under 10% of development effort for testing. We were ignoring bug fixing effort, and we were planning under 10% of total effort for project management. The result was poor estimation, missing deadlines and budget overrun. Development team was required to invest a lot of effort. Our clients were dissatisfied, we had a lot of bugs of testing phase was prolongated. We were constantly fighting with scope management, team dissatisfaction and stress. After our research and pilot projects, recommendations in both planning and delivering project phases are that requirements management, business analyst effort is mandatory through almost all stages of the project. We have to plan at least 20% of estimated development effort for requirements manager and business analyst. A tester quality assurance effort is mandatory through almost all stages of the project. We have to plan at least 20% of estimated development effort for testing and quality assurance. We have to include 20 to 25% of estimated development effort for bug fixing effort. And we have to include in our plans 15% of total effort for project management. The changes that we have implemented have shown great improvement in our estimating and budgeting process. Our estimation of work is somewhat higher, but the quality of our deliverables are unquestionable, as well as customer and team satisfaction. Scope and change request management is also more controllable. We strongly believe that applied changes and recommendations will continue to have a positive impact on all project aspects. With improved approach to planning, estimating, and project delivery, we could expect a profit increase as well as the customer and employee satisfaction. Our first experiences in the application of agile development methods began many years before. At first, it was applied on small projects, but the initiative of introducing agile methods started spreading to other projects. Initial benefits brought by better communication with the customer and the concept of iterative and incremental development became evident very quickly. There were also some additional advantages revealed as time passed. With the increase in number of projects, it became clear that the traditional approach to project management, which begins with the formation of the project team, is not always functioning well. Due to dynamic project environments, there has been permanent changes in project team staffing requirements regarding the quantity of team members as well as required skills. This caused a constant resource reallocation across teams, and a lot of people were forced to frequently change technology or business area and spend a lot of time on introduction to the new projects. In 2016, we experimentally formed two cluster teams, one dedicated to the specific technology, document management system, and the other to the specific business area, e-banking. The objective was to build a cohesive, high-performing team that would be dedicated to more projects with a common denominator. The team would be able to allocate resources across the project without the necessity of constant introduction of different people to the new projects. We have done numerous modifications of our cluster teams' compositions until we reached satisfactory functionality and stability. Key factors were to gather people with affinity for the particular technology and business area, and of course to choose the right person to be cluster lead. It sounds logical, but both were more complicated to achieve than we could imagine. In the past 2 years, 5 new cluster teams were formed, which means that more than half of our projects are developed by cluster teams. But we didn't stop with creating 5 new cluster teams. We have provided further improvement of cluster team functioning. Different actions were taken, like targeted soft skill education for cluster leads, monthly cluster retrospectives with accent on the cluster functioning, and so on and so on. On the chart on the right side, you can see the time spent on non-billable task introduction to the project during the past 4 years. And it's obvious that until we started to introduce the cluster teams, the effort on this task has been halved. That was initial objective of our action of creating cluster teams, but that wasn't the only benefit that we got. So we have got more important results as aligned interests, mentorship, and aligned competencies. We have allowed people to work in the area that is in the center of their interests, so they are more motivated and more engaged. They are satisfied and happy. Our senior developers, instead of spending time on permanent adoption of new projects and technologies, could dedicate more time to our younger colleagues. So those younger colleagues faster reach their productivity and seniority. Our clusters get new projects in the familiar technology and business area, so they are faster achieve project efficiency. For a long time now, Croz has been internally applying agile software development principles. We also share good experiences with our clients, and lately we do it mostly through specialized consulting engagements involving the implementation of the agile transition. Agile is a journey, not a destination. You've heard that one before, and we firmly believe it's true. That's why our approach to agile transitions is highly inclusive. Our company operates in propulsive development industry and implementation of software solutions. Economy of the information age relies on innovation in the area of new products and business models and is characterized by unprecedented breadth of available opportunities. When developing a new products and new business models, organization must face insecurity in at least two domains. Insecurity of demand. Will market be interested in the product? And technological insecurity, keeping in mind how the product should work. Can the organization build it in an adequate and long-lasting way? The specificity of the software industry lies in the fact that it is software development almost always custom-made. Even in the case of implementation of out-of-the-box solution, each organization has its own set of problems that it wants to solve, so the existing solution needs to be adapted. Organizations cannot sufficiently clearly specify their requirements at the outset because software development is intangible by nature and software solutions are abstract. Organizations often don't know what to expect from software solutions until the moment they get them for using. Traditional production management methods emerged in the mid-20th century and adapted to increasing efficiency in environments without unknowns, with low level of uncertainty. These methods observe the whole project at once, assuming that all project steps are known in advance and that inputs and outputs are known for each step. Due to the large number of unknowns, the application of traditional methods of production management is not adequate in the software industry because it's practically impossible to predict all the steps, their duration, and their inputs and outputs. The experience of implementing software development projects with traditional methods has shown unsatisfactory results. Because of the large number of unknowns, the initially defined implementation plans are quickly outdated. Due to the large number of unknowns, the client is unable to precisely define the requirements. and the supplier is not in a position to estimate the cost and delivery time correctly due to unprecisely defined requirements. Continued work on the product in order to take client feedback takes the lead by breaking down deadlines and budget at the expense of the company. Alternatively, complete termination of activity results in dissatisfied clients who did not get the solution they needed and now future cooperation is questioned. Both scenarios are equally unfavorable to our company. In order to improve process every we designed a new internal project with the purpose of increasing the competitiveness of our company. The implementation of the project is conceived as a series of activities that should result in implementation of significantly improved innovative software development process for needs of the clients and for the development of the company's own products. Implementation of significantly improved innovative company business organization and structure that supports implementation of innovative software development process. Introduction of the new service to the market, new consulting service in the software development. Trainings and educations of the employees in order to raise their capability level to provide the new service. By implementing of significantly improved development process as well as entire organizational structure, the following is expected to be achieved. Shorter time to delivery of the custom-made software. Greater degree of software customization to the client's needs and a better solution for the client's requirements. We expect 22.6% of increased sales revenue in 2021 compared to 2016. 28.5% of increased export revenues, also in 2021 compared to 2016. And 11% of employment growth in 2021 compared to 2016. Also, the company has concluded that skills and knowledge gained during the project execution could be transformed into a consultancy service for organizations that face the same problems as the company. This service is intended for organizations which are developing software for their own needs, as well as the other organizations that are in custom software development business. This will also result in greater competitiveness compared to other companies in the branch and by strengthening the status of preferred software vendor. More details about our internal project of agile transition of the entire organization you can find in the supporting document of our nomination package. So, what are the conclusions of our project management office journey? During the years, we have learned some important things. The change is necessity in ever-changing IT business. Project management office should be aligned with company strategic goals. Structure is needed, but also agile is needed. Complex portfolio exists, but simple and efficient reporting is mandatory. Simplification and continuous improvement is necessity. Do less, but better and more efficient. Do not be afraid to experiment. Shift towards experimental project management office. Don't be afraid to try something new and fail. Focus on behavior instead of process and build an environment for good ideas. PMO should spread the stories about success in delivery and how success was achieved. PMO should be a reflection of the organization's balance and culture. Never too rigorous, but flexible enough for changes and support if something needs to be performed outside normal processes and boundaries. We hope that we have managed to present you the story of our project management office, its strategy and consistency, our passion to learn and adapt to be better every single day. Thank you very much for your time.